those 5 Ds, I think they're important. I kind of wanted to make sure we got those covered in the episode. So could you just kind of walk through them, starting with design?
Yeah, for sure. And we try to make it as simple to understand what we do, Jared, as we can with our clients, because this whole idea of new market entry or business development in a new market is a bit of an anomaly for people to get their head wrapped around. But
Yeah.
under market analysis, the way we approach it is with the 5Ds. So we look at design, like we look at the design of how we're going to enter the market. So when we start out with a client, we're discovering how we might design a market entry strategy, right? So it's important to have that frame with everything we do. And then of course the next one is data, and getting the right data, the right mix of data. We have a number of databases that we subscribe to, so we can collate information and bring it together in an effective way for our clients. And it's really, really important we get that right. The next one is direct contact, and so it's fine to study a market. And I always tell the CEOs, I typically am selling to the CEOs, and I say, listen, if you're looking for a nice MBA report, just a nice pretty report you can put on the shelf, I'd rather you went to went to an MBA school and got them to do it, because we see there's huge value in it, huge value. But the direct contact of actually trying to connect the company with the market is really a critical part of it. So we're not just going to do a data collection and a nice report. The other one is, of course, de-risking. So we've got design, data, direct contact, and de-risking. And de-risking is our job. The way we see our job is to make sure we identify every barrier that might cause a problem. So as we talked about earlier, Jared, we don't want our companies to be surprised by a market. We want them to be really aware going in. So we're going to de-risk it from that perspective. We're going to de-risk it from a cost perspective. So we do everything we can to reduce the costs of a market entry or market analysis. So whether that's through government grants or it's through how we might suggest you enter the market. There may be inexpensive ways to do it, as opposed to, say, buying a company for $10 million. You're in the market, then you're in trouble. And then of course our deliverables is the last D, and our team is always focused on what are the deliverables that the client wants from this market. When you really think about it, when you go back to the beginning, why are you considering this market? Is it because they got nice beaches and you want to travel down there 3 or 4 times a year? Okay. I don't recommend that strategy, but if that's what you want to do.
You get people saying stuff like that, don't you?
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Great beaches down in St. Lucia. We should go there. Okay. Well, let's figure out if there's any sort of market whatsoever for you. But anyway, it's all fine. It's great. And I get it. I love to travel with my wife too. So, but really understanding, okay, we're looking at this market. Why? We're looking at maybe for a technology play to learn from the market. Maybe we're looking at it from a pure sales play and we want to just get our revenues up. So understanding those deliverables so we're clear going in is really important. So those are the 5 Ds that we stay focused on, Jared.